It happens at 2:17 a.m. First, a low hum from the refrigerator dies. Then, the soft blue glow from your router blinks out. A profound, unnatural silence descends, broken only by the distant city traffic. You wait. 5 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute. This isn't a flicker. This is different. You grab your phone. The screen lights up your dark apartment, but in the top corner, it says no service. You walk to the window. From 20 stories up, you expect to see a glittering carpet of city lights. Instead, you see a black void. Not a single streetlight, not one illuminated window across the way. It's a blanket of absolute darkness stretching to the horizon. Then, a new sound begins to build from the streets below. A car alarm, then another, a faint shout. The symphony of a functioning city is being replaced by the discordant sounds of its failure.
You are on the 20th floor. The elevator button won't light up. The water from your tap is already starting to sputter. You are, for all practical purposes, on a man-made island, 200 feet in the sky, and the systems that keep this island alive have just been shut off. This isn't just an inconvenience. This is a survival scenario, unique and unforgiving. This is how you survive a long-term blackout when you live in the sky. Chapter 2, the Normalcy Bias Trap. In the first few hours, the single greatest threat isn't thirst or violence. It's a psychological flaw hardwired into our modern brains. Normalcy bias, the belief that things will quickly return to normal. It's a game-ending mistake, and 99% of your neighbors will make it. They'll assume the power will be back by morning. They'll waste their phone's precious batteries scrolling for updates that will never come. They'll tell themselves, building management has a plan for this. They don't. Their plan is to call the power company, which isn't answering. They will see the water pressure dropping and think, I'll take a shower in the morning. By morning, the pipes will be bone dry. They'll see the toilets stop refilling and think it's a temporary quirk. They will fail to grasp the single most important truth of high-rise living. Your apartment is not a self-sufficient home. It is a terminal, entirely dependent on a complex web of powered systems. Electricity is the lifeblood. It pumps the water up. It carries the waste down. It runs the elevators. It powers communications. It even controls the gas flow in many modern buildings. Without it, your state-of-the-art apartment has less infrastructure than a medieval castle. The unprepared will spend the first critical 12 hours waiting for a rescue that isn't coming, wasting resources and failing to act. By the time they realize the new reality, they will have already lost. Chapter 3, the first 60 minutes triage. You will not make their mistakes. Your response in the first 60 minutes will determine your chances for the next 60 days. This is your immediate action checklist. Do not hesitate. 1. Fill every container with water right now. The moment you realize the power is out for good, go to the bathtub, the sinks, and start filling them. Put pots and pans on the floor and fill them too. The water pressure that exists is residual, held in the building's pipes. It is a countdown clock. In a few minutes or maybe an hour, it will be gone completely. Every drop you capture now is a drop you don't have to haul up 20 flights of stairs later. 2. Secure your castle. Lock your front door. Deadbolt it. Your apartment is your fortress. High ground is defensible, but it can also become a trap. For now, you are observing, not engaging. Don't go out onto your balcony and start yelling questions. Don't open your door to anyone you don't know. Information is scarce, and the primary threat is uncertainty. 3. Switch from consumption to conservation. Turn your phone to airplane mode or extreme battery saver. It is now your flashlight, your document library, and maybe your last line of communication. Do not waste it. Dig out your battery-powered or hand-crank radio. Tune to a local news or weather station. Information is now your most valuable commodity. 4. Mentally map your vertical prison. Acknowledge the stairs. 20 floors. How many steps is that? Are you physically capable of making that climb with 20 pounds of water on your back? Think about it now. Prepare for it now. Because from this moment on, gravity is your enemy. Chapter 4, Priority Number 1, Deep Dive, Water. Let's talk about water. In a high-rise, it's a problem of physics. My municipal water pressure can typically only push water up about 5 or 6 stories. Anything higher requires electric booster pumps located in the building's basement. No power, no pumps. Your tap is now useless. You have only what you managed to capture in the first hour. The average person needs a gallon of water per day just for drinking and basic sanitation. For a family of 3, that's 21 gallons a week. Your bathtub full of water is not a long-term solution, it's a buffer. This is the problem. Now let's talk about the toolkit. Before a crisis, you need a few inexpensive items: a water bob or a similar bathtub liner, which keeps your emergency water clean from lead and soap scum; a reliable water filter like a Sawyer Squeeze or a Life Straw family; and several large, collapsible water containers for future supply runs. Finally, a small bottle of plain, unscented bleach. It's a powerful purification tool. Here is your Mr. Red survival guide to high-rise water survival. First, you've already captured the water from the taps. That's your critical first reserve. Second, harvest the water already in your apartment. Your hot water heater tank holds anywhere from 30 to 50 gallons of potable water. You'll need a hose and a bucket, but it's a hidden reservoir. The tank on the back of your toilet, not the bowl, also holds a couple of gallons of clean water. It's perfectly safe to drink. Third, sourcing new water. This is the most dangerous part. Your balcony is a potential resource. A simple tarp, angled into a bucket, can collect rainwater, but eventually you may have to go down those 20 flights of stairs. Potential sources are building swimming pools, decorative fountains, or nearby rivers. This journey is a calculated risk. You are exposed. You are a target. Anyone who sees you hauling gallons of water knows you have a resource they need.
Fourth, purification. Assume any water you collect outside your apartment is contaminated. You have 3 methods. The best is boiling. A rolling boil for 1 minute kills virtually all pathogens. If fuel is a concern, use your filter. A Sawyer Squeeze can purify thousands of gallons. And if all else fails, bleach. 8 drops of regular unscented bleach per gallon of clear water. Shake it and let it sit for 30 minutes. It will taste faintly of chlorine, but it will be safe. This system, capture, harvest, source, and purify, is what will keep you alive.
Chapter V, Priority 2, Deep Dive, Waste and Sanitation. We don't like to talk about it, but in a high-rise collapse scenario, the most immediate threat to your health after dehydration is sanitation, or more specifically, the complete lack of it. Here is the problem. No water means no flushing toilets. With hundreds of residents in your building, it will take less than 48 hours for apartments and hallways to become contaminated with human waste. Disease like cholera and dysentery will spread like wildfire. The smell will be overwhelming and will attract pests. A single unprepared neighbor can create a biohazard that threatens your entire floor. Waste management isn't a chore, it's a core survival discipline. Your toolkit for this is simple but non-negotiable. 2 5-gallon buckets with lids, a box of heavy-duty contractor trash bags, a large bag of clumping cat litter, or sawdust, or even dirt from a planter, a bottle of powdered lime if you can get it, for odor control, and a large supply of toilet paper, wet wipes, and hand sanitizer. Here is your Mr. Ed survival guide for a zero-infrastructure toilet. This is the 2-bucket system. Step 1. Designate your bathroom as the sanitation zone. 1 bucket is for urine only. The second bucket is for solid waste. This separation is crucial. Urine is mostly sterile and can be disposed of more easily, while separating them dramatically reduces odor and speeds up the decomposition of solids. Step 1. Prepare the solids bucket. Line it with one of the contractor bags. After each use, cover the waste completely with a scoop of cat litter or sawdust. This dries it out, reduces the smell, and makes it less of a biohazard. If you have powdered lime, a light sprinkle will kill pathogens and neutralize odors even more effectively. Put the lid on tightly. Step 3. Waste storage and disposal. When a bag in the solids bucket is 2/3 full, tie it off securely.
Then place that bag inside a second contractor bag and tie that one off too. This is called double bagging. You now have a sealed bio packet. The only safe place to store this is on your balcony, as far from your living space as possible. Do not, under any circumstances, throw it off the balcony. This will contaminate the ground below and announce your position to anyone in the area. This system is not pleasant, but it is what will separate your fortified apartment from a disease-ridden tomb. Maintaining hygiene is maintaining your health, and in a collapse, your health is everything. Chapter 6, Priority 3 Deep Dive, the Vertical Prison, Security and Mobility. The greatest luxury of your high-rise, the elevator, is now your biggest liability. Without it, you are living in a vertical prison. Mobility has become a strategic choice, measured in extreme physical effort and risk. Here is the problem. Every trip down those 20 flights of stairs is a major expedition. It costs calories, water, and exposes you to unknown threats. The trip back up is 10 times worse, especially if you're carrying supplies. The stairwells, once ignored, are now the main arteries of the building. They are dark, they echo, and they become choke points. Whoever controls the stairwell controls the building. You are isolated, and that isolation is both a shield and a cage. Your toolkit for this new reality involves layered security and tactical movement, good, sturdy shoes, a lightweight, nondescript backpack. For your apartment door, a security bar that braces against the floor. It's more effective than a deadbolt. Rolls of security film for your sliding balcony door, making the glass shatter-resistant, and a few cheap battery-powered motion sensor alarms for your doorway and windows. This is your Mr. Red survival guide to security and mobility in a vertical world. First, fortify your castle in the sky. Your modern apartment door is likely a hollow core piece of wood in a flimsy frame. Brace it with the security bar. A few long screws into the door jamb can reinforce the lock strike plate. Apply the security film to your glass doors. A criminal's primary tool is speed. Anything that slows them down makes you a harder target. Second, master the stairwell. Never travel at night. The best times are dawn and dusk when visibility is low, but you can still see. Before you open your door to the stairwell, listen for at least a full minute. Move slowly and quietly. Test each step. Do not use a flashlight unless absolutely necessary, as the beam can be seen from floors above and below. If you must carry supplies, use a backpack to keep your hands free. Third, if you must venture outside the building, you must become the gray man. This means blending in. Don't wear clean, new tactical gear. Look like everyone else, tired, a little dirty, and not worth the effort. Move with a purpose, but don't rush. Rushing attracts attention. Fourth, consider your floor mates. You are isolated on the 20th floor with a handful of other families. You can't defend the floor alone. Cautiously identify trusted neighbors. A simple agreement to watch the stairwell door and alert each other to threats could be the most powerful security system you have. In the vertical prison, a trusted ally next door is worth more than a shotgun. Chapter 7, Long-Term Strategy and Mindset. Surviving the first 72 hours is about triage. Thriving for the next few weeks requires a shift in strategy. It's about sustainability and psychology. A key part of this is food and fire. Your electric stove is a brick. Your microwave is a box. You need a safe way to cook and boil water. The problem is that cooking indoors produces carbon monoxide, a silent killer. Your toolkit must include an indoor safe stove, like a Mr. Heater Buddy that runs on small propane canisters, or a simple butane tabletop burner. Canned heat, like Sterno, is also an option. And with any of these, a battery-powered carbon monoxide detector is not optional, it is mandatory. Your guide to safe indoor cooking is simple. Ventilation. Crack a window and the door to your balcony. Create cross-flow. Place the CO detector near your sleeping area. Your food strategy should be based on a no-cook first policy. Eat through your perishable food, then move to canned goods, protein bars, and dried fruit that require no energy to prepare.
Only use precious fuel to cook essential meals, or, more importantly, to boil water for purification. Next, community. You need to reframe your thinking from gray man loner to a cautious neighbor. Your floor is a lifeboat. A small, trusted group can pool resources, share skills. A nurse on your floor is an invaluable asset, and stand watch. One person charging a radio with a hand crank while another boils water and a third watches the stairwell is exponentially more secure than 3 families hiding alone. Vet your neighbors carefully, but do not dismiss the power of a micro-community. Finally, the psychological battle. You are isolated, living in the dark, and under constant physical strain. Despair is a real enemy. The solution is routine. Wake up at the same time. Designate times for chores, water management, meal prep, security checks. Read a book. Keep a journal. A structured day staves off the feeling of helplessness. The mental game is the hardest part of any long-term disaster. Maintaining discipline and purpose is what will carry you through when the adrenaline wears off.
Chapter 8, The Big Picture. Let's connect the dots. Water, waste, mobility, food, community. Each is a link in a chain. A failure in one leads to a collapse in all the others. If your waste management fails, disease will spread, making you too sick to haul water. If you can't manage the mobility of the stairwell, you can't get more water or scavenge for supplies. If you can't purify water, you can't safely rehydrate or cook your food. It is a closed system, and every action has a consequence. Your apartment building is a masterpiece of modern convenience, a vertical city where thousands of gallons of clean water are piped effortlessly to your sink, and tons of waste are magically whisked away. But this entire system is balanced on a knife's edge, and that knife is the power grid. These systems, your 2-bucket toilet, your stairwell tactics, your water purification plan, are what turn that concrete trap back into a defensible fortress. It is not about one clever hack. It is about holistic plan. Remember this stark fact. In a citywide blackout, emergency services will be completely overwhelmed within hours. No one is coming to carry water up 20 flights of stairs for you. You are on your own. Your preparation is all you have. IX, Conclusion and Call to Prep. Your view from the 20th floor can either be a strategic vantage point or the wall of your tomb. The difference is knowledge and preparation. You now have the knowledge. The preparation is up to you. The time to buy the buckets, the water filter, and the contractor bags was yesterday. The next best time is now. Tomorrow, on your way home, take the stairs. Time yourself. See how it feels. Because in a world without power, those stairs are the new reality. Prepare for it, or you will become a victim of it. Thank you for watching. Stay prepared.